Hello race fans, the NNSCRA Caterpillar ARCA Series is back and we have finally hit daybreak as we're gonna have a bright sunny race here at Phoenix International Raceway, aka Phoenix, and this is going to be round number 6 at Phoenix International Raceway. Now our front row consists of two guys deep in the standings. On the pole we have Michael Norman, who sits 21st in standings, and Noah Boggs, who sits 29th in standings. Last week's winner from Texas, Kyle, he's 1 point behind Lyndon Wright in standings. But Kyle, he's going to have to start, I believe, near the back of the pack for this one. Dillon Young, he's 5 points behind points leader R Kris Wascher. He's going to have to try to look and see what he can do. I believe our highest championship leader who's starting right now is James Qualls. He's going to start this race from the 8th position, and he's 3rd in points. Starting in 7th is Cole Dalley, but he's 8th in points, 3 points behind Shawn Henley. Well, introductions are out of the way as we're about to hear those famous words in motorsports.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Keep an eye on your temps for this first segment. We shouldn't really be in danger of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
And as the cars are rolling off pit road, here is your starting lineup for round number 6. Norman in the Illuma number 3, he's looking to try to turn his season around. He wants to try to get a good finish here. Johnny Gardner, he's been on an impressive feat as of late in that number 15 after taking it over from Cody Hagan. We're gonna have to see what he can do, and also don't count out Levi McIntyre. Levi McIntyre just came off a second Cup Series win at Charlotte. Well, anyway, the pace car is making its way onto pit road, and the green flag is out here at Phoenix. Oh man, these ARCA guys, they're not wasting any time. They're already trying to go 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Oh boy, but they settle it back out to 3. Gutsy move there by Levi McIntyre. He's going to take away 3rd place from Pichu London as Noah Boggs hangs on to 2nd. Oh boy, just as soon as I say that though, they force it on the outside. Now they're trying to go 3 wide for 2nd once again as Michael Norman will lead the 1st lap. Noah Boggs trying to hang on to that 2nd place position. Michael Norman, he just went to the high side, and oh boy, here comes Cole Dalley, almost thinking about making it 4 wide, but he backed out of it. Right behind him is Seth Cole in the 27 Dodge. And oh man, we're about to have our first battle for the lead now. Noah Boggs in the 45, he's trying to challenge Michael Norman for it, but Michael Norman getting a strong run on the outside, he hangs on to it. Still plenty of racing left to go. Pichu London, he just got forced on the high side, and now he's got a bumper full of Johnny Gardner in the 15. And here comes Ian Dutta right now in the 13. Trying to get to him. There he is. Ian Dutta right now at the beginning of the season, he was on top of the points, but now he's dropped down to 17th. He's 1 point behind Shawn Harple now. And here comes Tim Fiegel, one of the most heartbreaking races of his career last week at Texas after he blew up on the final lap after caution. And oh boy, we got trouble, we got smoke on the track, but is the caution out? I don't think the caution out, and someone is smoking up ahead. And oh man, it's Lyndon Wright. Oh man, Lyndon Wright in the 12th in points. And oh boy, Shawn Harple, he's also on pit road, but there's no caution. I don't know what happened between the two in the 44, but we're going to have to come back to it. Marco Norman still hanging on to the race lead, but now he has a bumper full of Cole Dalley now. Cole Dalley in the 18. He wants to try to challenge Marco Norman for the lead. He's trying to get an inside run, but Norman's trying to get a run on the outside like he did the lap before. And leading this lap again is going to be Norman, but he won't have the lead for long because Cole Dalley is there. And we're making it 3 wide for third now. McIntyre, Cole, and Fiegel. Tim Fiegel definitely wants redemption after what happened last week at Texas, and I don't know why I keep breaking it up, but it was just that heartbreaking for the 9 team. And Cole Dalley, he has cleared Michael Norman for the lead. So new leader, Cole Dalley. Oops, Lyndon Wright was on pit road, and he still sits on pit road. Now we have 2 Dodgers trying to work together to try to get on the inside line, but Tim Fiegel once more, he forces Seth Cole in the middle. Now Michael Norman, he's going to be stuck on the high side, but maybe he can get another high side run. He's about to get challenged by Seth Cole and Tim Fiegel, and right behind him is Levi McIntyre. And here comes Anthony McCrory now on the inside. And right behind him is Cody Llamas. Cody Llamas after his own heartbreaker back at Talladega, where he lost to Andreas Allen, who started in that race dead last. Let's see if we can find our points leader, Kris Wascher. He has a 5-point lead over Dillon Young. And right now, Kris Wascher, he's on the inside of he's on the inside, right in between Marco Salpietro and Kyle Sosnoski. And I forgot to mention, the last time we were here at Phoenix, Kyle Sosnoski won this race. And that was one of the crucial races that got him the championship last season. And here comes Dillon Young, who's second in points. Both of these guys are running in the back here today. Dillon Young right now trying to get ahead of Ryan Acosta in the 60 car, but he can't do it right now, as both cars are on the outside. Heading back to the front. Oh man, we got a 3-wide battle for the lead. Tim Fiegel, Seth Cole, and Cole Dalley. Oh man, these guys are racing hard for the lead now. The 9, the 18, and the 27, the multiplication tables. How about that? And Seth Cole, he's trying to get a good run through the middle. And I think he's trying to take the lead away from Tim Fiegel. Leading this lap is going to be Seth Cole. With a run through the middle, now he dives down to the inside of Tim Fiegel, and he will hang on to that lead. He's trying to represent for Penske after Penske just came off of a victory in the Sega Cup. Phoenix International Raceway is actually the location of Phoenix headquarters, which is actually Seth Cole's team in Sega. But in the ARCA Series, he represents for Penske. But right now, there's going to be a heated battle for the lead between Seth Cole and Tim Fiegel. But now here comes Levi McIntyre, who actually won that race that represented for Penske. He won in the 22. Levi McIntyre trying to do whatever he can to catch up to Tim Fiegel as they're heading out of turns 3 and 4. I'm shocked we haven't had a caution yet, but we did have a wreck. But Tim Fiegel, right now, he has cleared Seth Cole, and I don't want to say anything else in fear of jinxing him. Now the question is, wouldn't these guys have to come down pit road? Anthony McCrory, he's been staying on the inside at a steady pace, but now coming up behind him is now Dylan Poteet in the 4. Poteet, over the last couple of runs, he's been having a little bit of bad luck. Right now, Poteet, he sits, where is Dylan? Dylan Poteet right now, he sits, I'm trying to find him on the list. I can't find him. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right now he's 24th in standings. That took a long time. But right now we see McCrory trying to get under his teammate. And oh boy, Cody Llamas thought about making it 4 wide, but thought against it. Heading back up to the front, and we just had a lead change. Levi McIntyre, the 99, just took the lead away from the 9, but Tim Fiegel, he's trying to answer back with a run on the inside. And now we're having a battle for third between Seth Cole and Johnny Gardner. Ever since Johnny Gardner took control of that number 15, he has been just on a charge right now. And it's already been confirmed that Johnny Gardner, he will drive the number 12 for Penske once the Mountain Dew Red Truck Series returns. But don't forget, the champion of the ARCA Series gets a reserve ride for the trucks. Tim Fiegel now on the inside of Levi McIntyre. He takes his lead back, but McIntyre, he's not going to give up. He's trying to get a run on the outside line. turns 1 and 2, you want to be on the inside, and turns 3 and 4, you can get a run on the outside. But Fiegel clears the 99, and we see Cole Dalley trying to bounce back, and there's 3 wide back here. Well, it was, but Cody Llamas backed out of it. Now we see Dillon working on taking it away from his good buddy Michael Norman. Dillon pretty much has a Phoenix fetish for this racetrack, and what would it be for him to win here? But time is slowly running out as the race is half over, as we just had another battle for the lead. McIntyre trying to take it away from Fiegel once again, but this time Fiegel leads it. McIntyre trying to do whatever he can. Ever since that win from Phoenix, he has been on a roll. Right now, Levi McIntyre, he sits 28th in standings. So right now he is really deep in the field, but right behind him actually is Tim Fiegel. He sits 30th in standings, and McIntyre has fully cleared the 9 car. And oh boy, we got now we got a lap car. That's Shawn Harple in the 44. And Lyndon Wright, he officially retired out of the race, but Shawn Harple in the 44, he's 2 laps down. But I don't know if he's gonna be slow or what, or he's gonna have to try to move down from these leaders. But now Fiegel once again trying to make a move under McIntyre, but McIntyre leads that lap. But Fiegel now, he's going under him, and look at that inside run he got. He has fully cleared the 99. There's someone else that we haven't talked about so far. That's Angel Navarro, right now 5th in standings. He is 1 point behind Andreas Allen, and right now he sits barely in the top 15. Michael Norman, he's just dropped back. Ever since he got up to the high side, he has not been able to get back down to the bottom. Really not a good race for our pole sitter today. And oh boy, there was also contact between him and Ian Dutta. And oh boy, Norman, he almost made it 3 wide with the 13. And oh boy, these guys, they've reached Shawn Harple, and they put him another lap down. Harple is going to have to get out of the way. Cole Dalley, he just went under him, and I think Johnny Garner's trying to do the same. So the 44 is now 3 laps down. But time is running out. We have, on the next time out, we're going to have 10 laps to go. Fiegel, McIntyre, and Dalley. All 3 of these guys, I can't speak right now. All 3 of these guys are trying to get their first ARCA Series victories. The next guy who hasn't had who's had an ARCA Series victory is Dillon Young, and Cody Llamas. He's trying to do the same in the 90 car. So right now, our top 4 hasn't had a win, and Johnny Garner, he's gonna have to do whatever he can to chase that 18 car down. But McIntyre, he's got something for Fiegel once again. But now the question is, do these guys have to pit? Oh, caution's out. The caution is out. Caution comes out on lap number 23, and Fiegel leads him to the line. And I really hope he doesn't blow up again. What happened? Oh boy, Charles Jackson is in the back, and I think Kyle Matthews, he has a little bit of damage. There's a little bit of right side damage to Ty Naughton, and Shawn Henley, 7th in standings. He has rear damage. And oh man, they're piling up right here. Angel Navarro, Sosnoski. Oh man, they're piling up. Oh boy, Shawn Harple, he has some rear damage. And oh boy, I bet they were still wrecking. Oh man, Kris Wascher, he has right side damage. Joshua Mudd. Oh man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but right now we have pit stops going on. You know what? Before we go to the replays, let's see what's gonna happen in the pits. Because right now, this is crucial. These guys have been going green all race long, but then our first caution is coming out. And someone's staying out. I think that's McCrory. Yes, it is. And oh man, Cole Dalley, he came in contact with Johnny Garner on pit road. Oh boy, some pit road collisions here. And guys are already trying to use strategy. And oh man, the first guy out was Dillon Young, followed by McIntyre, Fiegel, Dalley, and Llamas. That's our top 5. Oh man, pit strategy oh man, Young trying to do some pit strategy here. But will it pay off? We'll find out once we get back to live action. But for now, let's see what happened with Shawn Harple and Lyndon Wright, and then we'll bring out our first caution of today. Well, here's what happened with Lyndon Wright and Shawn Harple. Heading into turns 1 and 2, I think Lyndon Wright got a little loose, and then he came up right onto the 44 of Shawn Harple, and then that sends both of them straight into the safer barrier. Now, Lyndon Wright, he nearly gets he did get airborne a little bit, but I guess since it happened so far at the back of the pack and there were no other cars behind the 44 and the 2, NNSCRA decided not to throw a caution for that. And Lyndon Wright, he was able to drive away, and Shawn Harple, he took an extended stay on pit road. As you see, Lyndon Wright starting to drive off now. And that's what happened to the smoking too. So, but this is really gonna hurt him in the points. Right now, 12th in standings. So yeah, he's definitely gonna drop when this race is done. Now let's see what happened to bring out our first caution. Now here's what happened to bring out our first caution, almost in the exact same spot. Chris Kyle, he forces it 4 wide between John Trolson, Ty Naughton, and Shawn Henley. Now Ty, he was stuck in the middle, and he hooks both John Trolson and Shawn Henley. But Trolson manages to drive away, but Shawn Henley, he got the worst of it. He spins out into the wall, he bounces off of it and manages to keep going, but Kyle Matthews, he got loose trying to dodge the 5 car, and then he came down onto Skye Commons, and then he smacks the wall. And then unfortunately Charles Jackson, he also got a hit from the 52, and that's what sent him sliding around. Kyle Matthews, he also gets another hit from Ty Naughton in the 7 car. But Charles, he actually spins out and got the worst of it. Now we have to see what happened after they crossed the start-finish line. They all started to pile up, and the car I saw was actually the 44. So let's fast forward it a little bit and actually see. Oh man, they had already crossed the start-finish line and heading out of turn 2. Shawn Harple was 4 wide along with Ian Dutta, Ryan Acosta, and the points leader Kris Wascher, but then Ian Dutta, he comes down onto the 10 car, and he actually spins out the 10 car, forcing Kris Wascher into the wall. And oh man, Angel Navarro in the 10, he gets another hit from Kris Wascher. Ian Dutta spins out onto the in front of the track, and then Michael Norman, he gets a little hit onto the 44. So this is what happened in the back straightaway. The 10 car is trying to turn back around, but everyone's almost piling up into each other. Nick Pericles hits the back of the 09. So that's what happened there. But Angel Navarro, after pit stops, I don't know if he'll get that spot back, but he had to come down pit road to try to fix that damage. So that's what happened there. Then up ahead, I think we had another accident. Oh, no, we didn't. That was from the first accident. But okay. And here we are back at Phoenix International Raceway, and we're going to restart with 5 laps to go. Gutsy move by Anthony McCrory. He was the only car to not come down pit road, but everyone else did. So everyone's going to have fresh tires and fuel, but I hope that move doesn't bite McCrory in the butt because he is our race leader. First car out of pit road was Dylan Poteet. Third was Levi McIntyre. Fourth is Tim. No! Well, so much for Poteet trying to go for a victory here. Well, hey, at least he wasn't the race leader. Well, Poteet's up in smoke. Second is McIntyre, third is Fiegel, fourth is Cole Dalley, fifth is Cody Llamas, sixth is Johnny Gardner, seventh is Seth Cole, eighth Joshua Mudd, ninth is Michael Norman, and rounding out the top 10 is Ryan Acosta. But now, the question is, can McCrory hang on for 5 more laps, or will he eventually have to come down pit road? This is, oh man, this is now McIntyre and show and get around the 31. And oh man, McCrory already going down to the bottom, but now McIntyre, he's stuck behind the slow 44, and he can't find a way to get around him. He is stuck on the high side, and no! Oh man, McCrory! Oh man, now he's up in smoke! Oh man, now McCrory just blew up. Oh man, maybe he should have came down pit road, but now that's gonna give the lead over. Oh man, we got a wreck in the back. Oh, no caution though. No caution though, but oh man, our new leader is Cole Dalley. Cole Dalley in the 18, but now here comes Cody Llamas now in third. And Fiegel, he's hanging on in second. Oh man, I don't want to say anything else about engine problems because both Pote and McCrory blew up. And I couldn't catch McCrory, but oh man, we had a wreck in turns 4, but the caution did not come out. We're gonna have to get an update on McIntyre, but right now we have to focus up here. We have 3 to go, and it's all about Cole Dalley. Now here comes Joshua Mudd on the inside. Where did he come from? Joshua Mudd on the inside of Cody Llamas, and the pole sitter, Michael Norman, he's trying to bounce back, but time is running out. And oh boy, Fiegel, he wants his victory so bad. He wants redemption after last week, but will he get it? I don't know. The 9 and the 18 are going at it, but can Fiegel hang on? Cole Dalley trying to get an outside run in the 18. Right now, no competition for the 9 and the 18. And we're coming to the white flag. No caution. We're finally going to have a race in under the green flag. And it's all about Fiegel right now. But he's going to have to do some defensive driving if he wants to try to get around. If he doesn't want the 18 to get around him. Right now, no challenge from the 18. It's all about Fiegel. Heading into the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. This is Cole Dalley's last chance. Can he get around the 18? Oh wow, can he get around the 9 car? And oh man, he's under him. But I think Fiegel's done it. No competition from the 18, and Tim Fiegel, he will take round 6 and gets his redemption from Texas. Tim Fiegel wins here at Phoenix, and he captures his first ARCA Series victory here in Season 3 of the NNSCRA Caterpillar ARCA Series. Oh man, we have a lot to go over in these final laps, but Tim Fiegel, after a heartbreak last week, he drives his heart out, and he will take round number 6, and that will definitely help him in the points. Oh man, but before we go to the finishing results, let's see what all happened in these closing laps on this last restart. Well, here's the first thing that happened coming into the final restart. At the time, he was running in 2nd place, and then Dylan Pote's engine just let go. A lot of people do say that my series is the only one to have cars' engines blowing up, and I'm actually starting to believe that. It happened last week at Texas, and then it happens here with Pote. But Pote's engine wasn't the only one that blew up. Coming to the restart, Anthony McCrory, as I pointed before, he was the only one that did not come down pit road. And right here, coming into the tri-oval now, about to be challenged by Tim Fiegel, then his engine went up in smoke right there. I don't know, Anthony McCrory, he had a gutsy strategy there, hopefully to try to win the race, but maybe he should have came down pit road. Now we have to see what happened to Levi McIntyre in the 99, because something happened at a turn 4. Oh man, it looks like the 27 of Seth Cole actually came up on the 99. Yes, he did. Oh man, Seth Cole comes up onto the 99 of Levi McIntyre, and then he gets a hit from his teammate in the 60, Ryan Acosta, and that actually corrected his car. And behind him, Dillon Young, he gets loose at a turn 4, and he gives a smack to Sosnoski in the 09. Wow, that was an amazing save by both Dillon Young and Levi McIntyre, but unfortunately, that killed McIntyre's momentum. And we're gonna have to go to the finishing results to see where these drivers ended up. Well, here we are back here, race fans, and we are now at the finishing results of this race. Tim Fiegel battles it out with Cole Dalley, and he captures his first ARCA Series victory of the season. A well-deserved victory for the 9 team out of Evernham Racing. Cole Dalley, man, he had a chance to go for the victory, but he just couldn't catch back up to the 8 and to the 9 in time to make his move. Joshua Mudd in the 8 car, he ends up 3rd. Michael Norman, the pole sitter, ends up 4th. Cody Llamas ends up with a top 5, and Johnny Gardner ends up 6th. Seth Cole, After coming in contact with Levi McIntyre, ends up 7th. Ian Dutta 8th. Noah Boggs is 9th. And rounding out the top 10 was Ryan Acosta. And then we have James Qualls, Sosnoski, Pichu London, and McIntyre dropped all the way to 14th place. And he had a real strong car here tonight. He led a couple of laps, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be for the 99. Then Dillon Young, after coming in contact with Sosnoski and saving his car from wrecking, he ends up with a top 15. Okay. Andreas Allen, Skye Commons, John Trolson, Adam Akers, and Ty Naughton round out with top 20s. The Angel Navarro, last week's winner Chris Kyle, Nick Pericles, and Shawn Henley, along with Charles Jackson, round out the top 25. Then Kyle Matthews and the points leader Kris Wascher, a real bad day for the 22. He ends up the final car. On the lead lap. Shawn Harple finishes this race 3 laps down. And wait a minute, Salpietro blew up too. Wow, what happened to the 41? I didn't see what happened to the 41 car. We're gonna have to check on that real fast. But we all saw what happened to McCrory and Pote. McCrory had a broken gearbox and Dillon had a broken header. And Lyndon Wright, he was up with a wreck. But let's see real quick what happened to the 41, because I have no idea what happened to him. Let's check that real quick. When did it happen? I think it happened coming to the restart as well. Oh no, it didn't. It was a lap before the restart. That's what happened to the 41. And almost the exact same spot of where Pote's car blew up. Yeah, this was the lap before the restart, so that's what happened to the 41, and that'll hurt him in the points. Right now, Salpietro, he's 9th in points, so that's really going to hurt him. I'm trying to look at the pace car, and the lights are still on, so yeah, that happened the lap before. Oh man, that's a real tough break for Salpietro there. So we had 3 cars blow up in this race. Oh man, real tough break for all these guys, but I can tell you one guy who's not going to be complaining, Tim Fiegel in the 9 out of Everham Motorsports. He wins here at Phoenix. Well, that does it here this week. We are going to head on to round number 7, almost the halfway point of the NNSCRA Caterpillar ARCA Series. What will we see there? You're going to have to tune in to find out. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to Trent the Hedgie on YouTube. And this has been a production of NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. Congratulations one last time for Tim Fiegel for winning round number 6 here at Phoenix. And we'll see you next time.